So let's talk image descriptions. If you're one of those people who have been scrolling down on Instagram, sometimes Facebook, you might see a big old blob of text underneath the caption or beside the caption that basically says what you already see. And you might be thinking, okay, why are they telling me stuff that I can already see? And I have had comments on my own Instagram photos going, Rikki, why do you have captions on your photos? Image descriptions. They're an accessibility tool for people who are blind/visually impaired. So for example, my friends Molly, JD, James, and Tommy are all blind and they benefit from these things. So if I take a photo of myself in front of a tree and I'm wearing a full face of makeup, or I'm holding a mug in my hand, or I'm doing some weird pose, it's nice to write down exactly what it is that I'm doing in the video so they can kind of visualize it in their own head. Which I know to some people may sound strange because, well, wait a second. Blind people, they can't see. How can they visualize it? Again, for example, Molly, she used to be able to see and now she's blind. She can still remember what things were like, what things looked like before she became blind, or became fully blind. James still has some sight, so he would be able to make out and visualize what it is that I'm writing in the image description. You can say the same thing about video descriptions. So for example, when I'm doing a video in ASL, I try to have a transcript from now on because I'm also trying to be accessible to my blind friends because I can't do voiceovers. Voiceovers and my ears don't really work together very well. So I at least try to have a separate Google Doc or also write in the comments what exactly it is that I'm saying, and not only that, but also what I look like. So for example, in one of my videos, the no more voicing, or the one about the signing community not being the only deaf community, I wrote video description and Rikki is sitting on her porch wearing a Pokemon shirt and some other stuff. So they can get an idea of what it is that I look like and you know how the setup is in the video. And then of course the caption so that voiceover can read it to them. Which is another thing, people go, wait, how exactly are they supposed to know what the image description is saying because yo, they're blind. Voiceover. I'm pretty sure that Molly Burke and I talked about this in one of our collabs. If I can remember what that is, I will leave a link somewhere. If I can't find that video, I know Molly has her own video about technology and how she uses that to navigate social media and stuff. James and Tommy probably have that too, and I'll take a look around on all their channels, including JD's, and see if I can find any videos that will help you out. Or I would just leave all of their channel links down below so you can go check them out, because if you want to know information about blind people, it's great to go to the source, the real source. So hopefully now you understand a little bit better what image descriptions are, because of course I didn't really know what they were in the beginning either, but now once I've explained it to people, they know what they are. So the next time that you post a photo on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter has their own little thing where you can upload a photo and then you put the image description down. All you have to do is go to the accessibility section in your iPhone. I'm not sure what it is on Android or if Android has it, and then you turn it on and then it will show up on there. So remember, photos that go on social media, try to remember to try it out. You don't have to get everything down to every single detail. You don't need to get it down to a T, but the main thing, you don't need to say, oh, by the way, there's that little squirrel all the way back there, when really you're just trying to show off like this mug that you got. Also, video descriptions, they're also cool. I should probably do them more often in my speaking videos. I'm learning myself. If you want to follow me on my social media, links to that will be down below. If you want to help support my content, you can do so by being a patron on Patreon or leave tips on a coffee. Both links will be down below. I upload every Mondays, Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays, and I will see you later. Bye.